はいどうも、アルミラです。じゃあ続きやっていきましょう。
どうぞよろしくお願いします。
そうですね。
何を読んだったかな。ミレルークか。あ
Those monsters, they're gonna get me.
何つった今。もう一回言ってみろ。
Those things, they keep coming. They scare me. Make it stop.
どうして僕をそんなに困らせるんですか。
You won't leave me like all the other grown-ups. You can help me.
やだよ。
Those big things. They're all over Greyditch, and they killed everyone.
それ本当か。
Please find my papa.
ああ、考えてやる。
Well, they're big, ugly things that crawl around on 6 legs. They got huge teeth and skitter around grabbing everything in their way. My papa would always say they're fucking ants. Well, that's what he used to call them. I just call them virus. My papa had a gun. He said it hurt those things, but he said they were the dumbest fucking thing he ever saw. He kept telling them to shoot for their intent. Whatever that means. Nah, those things they just crawl around outside our town. But with alright. Look for the house nearest to the billboard that's sticking out of the ground.
かしこまり。
You will? Really? Thanks a whole lot.
俺はお前の味方だ
My
ぞ。
house is the one closest to the huge sign and the old diner. Please, find my papa and make him come back.
じゃあ夜行きましょうね。
あ、そうだな。
You know, maybe this will help and maybe it won't. But Papa hid a bunch of stuff behind the old diner and a dumpster. He trusted me with the key and said it was for emergencies. But I bet he wouldn't mind you having it. Well, there is the personal shelter next to the old diner. Papa always said to stay away from it. But I guess it's supposed to be safe. I'll head over there and wait inside. Hurry back.
それじゃあ失礼します。
これです。ここに来たわけ。
ぶち込んでやるぜ。ほら、見ろよ、見ろよ。ほら。
よし。これでモイラのとこに戻れば完了だ。
So are they intelligent? Do they have a leader? Some sort of king? Or priests? Or some sort of scaly community center? I'll bet most people would have just gone in there, guns blazing without half a thought. But not you. You're the best research assistant ever. I've been getting a good signal, but what do you think about them from your first-hand observations of them?
そうですね。
That's very scientific of you. Personally, I wasn't sure if they were crabs or if they came from some sort of brine shrimp, perhaps.
しょうがないね。
Some of these observations about their armor and camouflage gave me an idea for reinforced neutral-colored headgear.
やりますね。
Here, consider it thanks for not interfering with them. Oh, speaking of which, take these, so you can continue to avoid them in the future.
ありがとうございます。
なんか君は嬉しそうじゃないか。
いや、そんなこと。嘘つけ。嬉しいだろ。
君は嬉しいか。
Great! I never get to study anyone who's severely injured. Not without them crying to be fixed right away or trying to bleed out and all that. But obviously, you can handle a lot of abuse. So if I'm ever going to find a good example of human anatomy and injury resistance, it'd be
それ
you.
は君の錯覚
Next
だ
time
よ。
you get badly injured, return here so I can examine you before I heal you up. I mean, you're going to get yourself hurt anyway, right?
聞くって言ったのに聞かねえっておかしいな。
Wow, what a great research assistant you are. I mean, really, that's dedication. Demonstrating how to withstand pain by getting injured?
調子のいいじゃん。
Wow.
やだこら。
When you're ready, come back here with some serious injuries. Maybe a crippled limb or two. And I'll take notes and fix you up.
何でもする
I'll be
んだ
waiting
な。
here with plenty of bandages for you. So don't worry. Just go get horribly injured. Oh, and be careful.
これを込めてもう一回。
Have fun out there, okay?
マジムカつくよこいつは。
まったく人を実験動物だと思っていやがる。
食べたくなりますよな。新料理大発見。
どこでミスったのか。パッチ A27 は完全に失敗だ。元の科学式に立ち返って一からやり直さなければ。このラボの貧弱な、設備環境で働いていることがプレッシャーになっているのかもしれない。あるいは単純に組み込んだ遺伝子命令が間違っていたのか、それとも疲労のせいか。いずれにしても A27 は失敗作だ。すぐにでも新しい科学式を編み出さないと仮説が実を結ぶところを生きて見届けられないかもしれない。実験場所を発見。マリゴールド駅の構内で実験用の完璧なサンプルを見つけた。地下にワークショップを設置し実験の準備をしている。あとは最後の仕上げに私のロボットにちょっとしたプログラミングを施すだけだ。そこで、繊細な注射を打つ手はずは整う。すぐに私は世界に証明してみせる。私の科学式こそこの誤解された者たちを滅ぼすことに対する代替案なのだと。
見とけよ。
危険性について。自然に干渉することの危険性は承知している。神を信じるなんて愚かだのなんだのと。神を演じるなんて愚かだのなんだのと散々騒がれたものだ。それでも私はこの哀れな者たちを人を傷つけることを知らなかった頃に戻してやりたい。遺伝子を並び替えることでのみそれが可能となる。あとは適切な被験者を探すだけだ。科学式を微調整しながら研究を続けていこう。
This could be the 5th time I've forgotten the code to my desktop terminal. I really must learn to be more organized. The password for my terminal is Formicidae. How hard could that be for me to remember? Note to self, destroy this holotape as soon as move to new lab is complete.
あら死んでんじゃん。
悲しいかな。
お待たせ。お前どう？
Come on, tell me already. Nah, go ahead. It's just nice to talk to anyone about stuff at all.
そうですね。
He was a strange man. He paid Papa some caps to help him build a shack and carry a bunch of junk.
仕事は何してるの?
Papa called him an egghead, but his head was shaped regular, so I didn't get it.
違うだろ。
He spent all of his time in that shack next door to my house. Every time I'd sneak in there, he'd be sitting at that funny-looking TV machine with the green words pushing buttons.
何それは？
Nah, he was a nice man,
それは
but
君
he
の
never
作
wanted
家
to
だ
play
よ。
with me very much, and we barely talked. All I know is he was all gone when the ants started showing up. I think they got him too.
何か証拠でもあるの？
I don't know. All kinds of doohickeys. Boxes with lots of lights, some funny glass bottles. Oh wait, he had a big, funky, shiny man too. That was kind of neat.
じゃあ確かめさせてもらうからな。
Yeah?
こちら側もいいですか?
Well, there is Will. He was sorta my friend. And then there was his dad and his mom.
お前のんけかよ。
Right across the street, actually. It was pretty swell having someone to hang out with so close by.
ケツ舐めないってことあんのか大体。
Yeah, Will was super nice to me. He was like a year older than me. I
俺にもちょっと回して
He
くだ
even
さ
shared
い
his
よ。
comic books with me. We explored pretty much every bit of Greyditch we could find. I think that's why the ants don't bother me. I have good hiding spots.
頭いいんだな。
Well, his mom was nice too. She was kind of quiet, but she always took care of me and my papa when we came over. I think she was sad that my mom was gone.
悲しいかな。
Will's dad was... Well, I don't want to be mean, but he was kind of scary. He was like always watching me and my dad real careful, like he didn't trust us or something. He always kept staring at us from the windows of his house and typing stuff into his TV box. Will said his dad was like an old soldier or something, but he didn't like doing that stuff, so he quit. It used to be kind of nice. No one bothered us there. I guess because we were so close to DC.
そう。
There were 7 of us living there in tall, old brick houses. I think I'm the last one left. Those things, like everyone else. Nah, people don't like to stay long in Greyditch. The DC ruins aren't a great place to make a home. You know?
バカにしてんのか？
In fact, Papa was talking about moving on soon. We've been here for maybe a year.
そうなんだ。
Besides me and my papa, there was Doc Lesko, who stayed with us, and Will Brandis, and his mama and papa, too. I guess they're all gone now. Oh no. What happened? He's dead? I guess I already knew. Besides, I'm too tired to cry anymore.
これはな、誰でもそうなるんやって。
You gotta stop it, so this can't happen to anyone else's family ever again.
Okay.
I wish I had met you a long time ago. And then maybe my dad would still be alive.
その通りか
Thanks for
な。
doing all this. I'm feeling better now that you're here.
こちらこそ。
If you look around enough in Greatitch, you might find some useful stuff people left behind.
Will you startle
こっちの
me?
セリフだよ。
おじさんのこと
Really
放っておかなか
mustn't
ったね
creep up on people like that.
なんだ今の反抗やろ
That is precisely why this is the ideal place for my work. Realize you're trampling about in a delicately balanced and highly sensitive experimentation area?
知らないよ。
My experiments are of a complex nature and would take a scientist to explain. Oh wait, I'm a scientist. How marvelous. My foray into reducing the girth of these insectoid creatures is of utmost importance. I intend to generationally reduce their immense stature by way of a pre-birth induced mutagen. Isn't that clever?
それは君の錯覚だよ。
My word, you understand perfectly. How marvelous.
当たり前だな。
Well, this is rather embarrassing, so you'll have to forgive me, but it appears that I've made a slight miscalculation in my mutagen samples.
しっかり頼むぜ。
Instead of lowering the size of the ants, the brood hatched and developed a new biomechanism.
頼むよ。
I call their genetic aberration pyrosis, the ability to emit flame from their body. I may be able to correct this error, but I can't get near my equipment. Your knowledge of experimental procedure surprises me. Indeed, I have skipped a step and directly modified an entire brood. Perhaps I was too hasty. I was so certain it would work. To correct this mistake, I'll need to get to my terminal to modify the mutagen.
どうしたらいいですか。
Since you've offered, allow me to elaborate. My portable terminal is set up in the hatchery chamber near the ant queen. If I can reach it, I can continue to work on improving the mutagen.
なんだよ、俺立たしてやるか。しょうがねえな。
If she were harmed in any way, months of data would be lost.
数を決めろ。
Your objective would be to eliminate what I call her quintet of nest guardians. Filthy little abominations. I've rigged the equipment at my portable terminal to emit what I call an inhibitor pulse. Once I send this pulse, all of the remaining ants will lose their empathic link with the queen and frenzy, destroying each other in the process. So that's all there is to it. What do you say?
次やります。
You will? How marvelous! Be careful, my
頑張って
friend.
じゃねえよ、お
The
前、おい。
nest guardians can be
おめえも
quite
頑張んだ
tenacious.
よ。
Far too curious. His incessant questioning would often come when I was the most absorbed with my
なん
calculations.
だそれ偉そうな。
He had no regard for the
なんだこの口は。
All scientists take responsibility for their failures because it comes with the territory.
こいつは。
I will take this experimentation to completion without roosting on the moral high ground.
調子こいてって殺
If
すんだ
I
よ。
allow emotions to enter the mix, all this time and energy spent will have been for nothing.
いや、何の意味もないよね。
You have your ideals and I have mine. I'm down here to complete my experiments at any cost.
どうしなくていいから
If。that means the loss of a few lives to save generations of lives in the future, it's a small price to pay. I can't risk leaving this place. I have to continue monitoring the hatchery for any further mutations in the next brood. I have no time for children and their petty games. What do they know about the importance of my work?
そうですね。
Yes? be ever vigilant. I've detected some changes within the Queen's hatchery with my equipment. What's transpired? Oh, how marvelous. Please, tell me what happened. Then I will proceed to my portable terminal at once and make the necessary changes to the formula. Thanks very much for everything. You've been quite a useful lab assistant.
俺偉いやろ。
You should take him away from this place. Find him a home.
さ、
It would be difficult to accomplish my experiments with him scampering about and asking an interminable amount of questions.
やめたらこの仕事、こんな青
Yes?
らしい。
Well, I will continue my research. There has to be a way to reduce these creatures to their former size. Until then, I will be staying in my shack next to the Wilkes' home should you ever wish to visit me.
ないです。
Much to do, so much to do.
It was so weird. All of a sudden, the ants went nuts and started fighting each other. It was like they were totally crazy. It was really scary, but kind of cool at the same time. You know what I mean?
はっきりわかんないね。
I wish I had something to give you for all the work you did, but I never really had much.
大丈夫だって安心
I
しろ
guess
よ。
now you'll be on your way, and I'll have to try living here by myself. Hope you'll come back and visit
あ、
Oh,
someday.
そうだ。おい木村、まだ肝心なとこ洗い忘れてるぞ。
Really? You mean it?
痛ければ見せてやる
Oh
よ。
boy, thank you so much. I'll wait in my old house for you to come back. I need to bury my papa anyway.
そうか。
Just don't forget about me.
Okay.
Well, Papa always told me about my cousin Vera. She lives in some big giant ship somewhere or something.
はっきりわか
Called
ん
the
ない。
place Rivet City.
気持ちいい。
I don't know where it is. I wish I was tough like you.
今日からお前はフッツさんだ。
こうして少年は強くなっていくんだ。
この辺ですか？
あ、いたいたいた。
これです。
Welcome to the
ここに来たわけ。
Welcome back, sir.
頼むわ。
Poor dear. I know what it's like to be alone. I'd love to take him in.
ああ、助かっ
I
た。
have the means to keep him fed and healthy, but most importantly, safe.
特に部屋に異常は今のところありませんか？
Oh, that's wonderful. If you ever wander back into Rivet City, why don't you check up on us? You're always welcome.
中井さんありがとう。
少年。
お待たせしました。
少年よ、どこいた？
Holy moly! You act. I hope you found me a place to live.
ズバッと解決、ズバッと参上。
You really found her? Oh, thank you so much.
なんか気分
I
嬉しい
can't
じゃない
believe
か。
everything you've done for me. Most people would have kept on walking when I ran up to them screaming like I did. I'll get my stuff together and move on out there right away. Come visit me sometime.
わかりました。
一人で行くのか。
お、二人は。あ、違う。ほらほらほらほら。
I got a lot of stuff to get together. Can't wait to get to Rivet City.
じゃあ今日夜行きましょうね。
あ、そうだな。
元気でな。
最後の一発くれてやるよ、ほら。
落ちたな。
A human, I don't. Is she now? Well, it seems that this arrangement worked out well for both of us.
超簡単。
With the new profit I'll make from Greta's customers, I'll be able to hire a replacement for Sharon with plenty left over for myself. And you held up your end of the deal, my friend, and I am a man of his word. Sharon's contract is yours.
ありがとうございます。
You are his new employer. Congratulations. I'll give you the pleasure of informing him yourself.
モンゼス少年、専属調教師のタクヤと申します。
Talk to.
仕込みがいがあるぜ。
I belong to no one. If you are my new employer, then I will serve you. But first, I must take care of something.
あ
Wait.
りがとうございます、プシンさんは。おい、ラグビー部だぞ。お前今日からラグビー部員だろ。
お前を芸術士に仕立て上げ
ふざけんな。
お前を芸術士にしたんだよ。
ただのかかしですな。
見とけよ。
First Gob goes to see the world. Now Greta is dead.
楽しいな。
When I love leaves me, it seems. We've been together long. You know, you think that you're going to be with someone forever. And then you wake up one day and
まあね。
they're gone. Where do you go from there?
よし、新たな仲間を加えて
加えて差し上げろ。
旅に出るか。
よいしょ。
まあ
おい、開いてんじゃん。
犠牲は伴ったが。
多少ね。おい、開いてんじゃん。探すぞ。
って。
俺は直々に空手を教える。頑張ってか。見たけりゃ見せてやるよ。ほら、嬉しいだろ。ほらほら。さっぱりした。ケン、どれがしろ。
強えな。
もしもケン、そっちの方がいいからエンジンルームの方見てみようぜ。
いやー、心強いね。一人じゃないってのは。
そうですね。
ちょっと早くしていいですか？
やっちまった。はい。じゃあ、こんな感じですけど、今回の動画は、ここで終わりたいと思います。それでは次の動画でお会いしましょう。バイ。